Hey, everybody, I wanted to welcome you and thank you so much for tuning in to the Suzette Speak Show. This is a major update in the Carlee Russell disappearance case. I just wanted to come to you after the press conference that was held today. So, if you guys don't know who Carlee Russell is, she's a young lady out of Birmingham/Hoover, Alabama. Her case made national headlines when she reportedly was driving along a major interstate when she reportedly called 911 and allegedly said that there was a toddler in a diaper that was walking on the highway. She reported to 911 that she was going to stop and help this toddler. And later, we also found out that she had reportedly called her sister in law and also made a statement similar to her sister in law saying that she saw a toddler on the side of the road on the interstate in Alabama. According to her sister-in-law and according to several reports, she then told her sister-in-law she was getting out the car, and her sister-in-law reportedly said that she heard a scream, and then the phone went silent. She could hear the traffic of the interstate following beside, or excuse me, still coming through the phone, but there was a scream and then nothing more. What happened today was really damning in terms of what information was released by the Hoover Police Department there in Alabama, because what caught my eye was the statements made by the gentleman who held the press conference detailing what kind of information was being searched by Carlee Russell on her personal devices before she went missing. So again, everyone is innocent until proven guilty. Again, I don't want to rush to any judgments, but the searches alone, y'all, I think are worth talking about. If you know what the case is about, please be sure to chime in. And if you're watching Team Replay, do so. Hit the like button. Again, I'm Suzette Speaks. I just came off of a great show. If you don't know, every Wednesday from 3 to 5 p.m., I'm live on the Roland Martin Network over there. Just look on YouTube, Roland Martin Show. Wednesdays from 3 to 5, I am a guest contributor on The Culture with Faraji Muhammad. And today we had an extensive conversation about what happened to Miss Carlee Russell. We went live and we were covering it as breaking news. Again, a press conference was just held today to try to find answers as to what happened. So when she disappeared, y'all, it appears that there is not a lot of information except what she has told police in an initial statement, which went according to this press conference today, to the effect of that she says she was taken by a man, a white man with red hair, bald spot in the back, and that she remembers being thrown into a tractor trailer truck and being abducted, and someone feeding her, perhaps a woman was feeding her Cheez-Its at one point. She says she doesn't remember a lot. She just remembers coming back or being dropped off. And then there's kind of a lot of gaps in her story. So people are highly concerned, social media, that is, in terms of what is it she really experienced. Why? When this first broke, y'all, across social media platforms, I'm going to ask the question, do you really believe that Miss Carlee Russell was abducted? Again, all of the allegations are innocent until proven guilty. It's all alleged right now. But based on her searches, I want to know what you guys think. Hit the like button. We're covering this story because I've been wanting to do a story on this, and I'm glad I waited before the end of the week. And again, I'm not saying that she is not telling the truth, but because the police department has come forward in the way they have speculated and left a lot for the public to ruminate on and to think about in order to figure out what exactly happened. I want to welcome you. Hi, Max. Thank you for watching. I want to welcome you. Hey, OG Patrice. Thank you for coming through. Jewel, I see you. Jewel says it's sad. And the search queries, let's get into it. So what did she actually look up? Again, all possible defendants are innocent until proven guilty. When I looked at what it is that she looked up, and based on what the detective or the spokesperson shared today, we have a lot more questions to answer. So let's get into it. Some of the search terms that she looked up before she went missing, including, do you have to pay? You have to pay for an Amber Alert or a search. How much money does it take to register? How much money can you take from a register without being caught? So I'll say it again, how to take money, from a register without being caught. She also looked up in her searches, Birmingham bus station, quote unquote, one-way bus ticket from Birmingham to Nashville. She also Googled the movie Taken. She also looked at information about Amber Alerts on her work computer. And again, I know it was raised during the Roland Martin show that I did earlier today as to whether it can be proved that she herself did these searches. Again, there are more questions than answers in this case, but other searches the police also said they found, they are not revealing at this time because they speak to her mindset. So I want to ask you, if you've been following this disappearance case, if you have an opinion as to whether you think she was truly abducted, whether or not you believe her story, and whether you think we will know the truth eventually as to what exactly happened in this case. For many of us who also followed this story on social media, we thought, this is a Black woman who oftentimes we don't see get the type of coverage. Y'all hit the like button as you come in, that they are supposed to get when there's some major story like this. But in her case, it was different. It was shared on many top influencer and newsmaker and journalist platforms throughout social media, both in Black spaces and beyond. So the fact that she reappeared 49 hours after, people were rejoicing. I know I was really happy to know that she was found. I too shared it. I too posted it in my Instagram and my stories and individually to my friends and family. So now that she has reappeared, there's a lot more questions than answers, and people are starting to doubt her story. And again, we have to remember people are innocent until proven guilty. Not that she's been charged with anything, but all of these are now allegations that are causing people to wonder whether or not she in fact was abducted. And I want to know if you believe her story based on what we are seeing in the searches. Again, just hot off the press, what she looked up in her personal devices on internet searches has been revealed by police, including, as I said, you have to pay for an Amber Alert or search, quote unquote. You have how to take money from a register without being caught. Birmingham bus station, one-way ticket from Birmingham to Nashville. The movie Taken, information about Amber Alerts on her work computer, and other searches that lead to her mindset. So what we know as far as a timeline and what the police were able to piece together, and this is via CNN. And I want to thank you guys again for your support and for watching. If you're watching Team Replay, this is such breaking news. I really wanted to come and just do a short piece to update you on what was said by Hoover police. And basically, the tone of the press conference, y'all, if you haven't watched it yet, was almost to say the ball is in Carlee's court. What she now has to do is clearly state yet again, because she gave an initial statement, but what police typically do, as we've seen in movies and we see in shows all the time, is they go over the facts again and again to make sure the timeline, to make sure the storylines and everything's are consistent and are corroborated, or can be corroborated by other evidence. They say they have reviewed the traffic, which I say video that was available from that night. And I'm not sure, oftentimes when they're doing their searches, what they found so far. But the disappearance update that they gave, again, left many people wondering whether or not she is being forthright with the police, and if she has evidence, why she has not spoken up or why she has not told her side of the story. When we see this level of national attention given to such a case, it does beg the question, why is it that we haven't heard from her directly? And again, if she hasn't lawyered up, she should, and maybe make a statement through legal representation, because people are speculating across this internet in ways that you can't even imagine. Again, all of these are allegations, and I'm sure she will come forward, and I will do a quick follow-up much later when we have more information. But I just wanted to share what was released via the Hoover Police Department. And do you believe, based on what the information is that has been shared, whether or not you think this actually wasn't abducted? An abduction. Now, for many of us actually watching this happen in real time, following the story since last Thursday, seeing what happened this weekend, sharing it, reading about it, trying to find more information about her sudden reappearance was joyful. I will not say I was not really sincerely happy. It was a hallelujah, praise God moment for me personally, because I could put myself or put my family members in her shoes, and wanting a person like her, right, 25-year-old nursing student, to come back home alive. So that, in fact, was a miracle of sorts, because many people who are abducted do not come back home. So when we saw that, many people still had questions, though, asking, what is it that happened? So we're not clear thus far. We know that the police have had a timeline created from when she left her job that night to when she made the 911 call, but the actions, or what happened in terms of what the police disclosed in this press conference, is showing that they are very unclear as to what happened from the time that she left the scene and the time that she came home. There was questions asked about what do they believe? Do they believe someone is a danger? Is there a person of interest? Is there someone who the public should be on the lookout for? The police department said no, they don't believe so. That doesn't mean it doesn't exist. That means in their evidentiary collections of what they know in terms of facts, nothing has been found to corroborate yet her story. So I'm really curious as to what everybody who is watching this story, who feels for her. I feel for her family, because of course I do believe her mom and her dad really believe what she told them. Whether or not she is telling the truth is really a question that has to be answered by her, and whether she'll make an ongoing during this ongoing investigation, whether she'll make further statements, we'll have to see. But what do you think? Do you believe that she was truly abducted? Do you think she's telling the truth? I'll read a few comments, guys, and then I'm in and I'm out. I see a lot of comments. Thank you. Hey, Sandy B. Live. I want to welcome everybody. Thanks, Team Replay. Leave your comments below if you're watching. Kathy Ann, good to see you. Said, I will be forever faithful. I gave Dr. Sheehan said in a change of blah, 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 blah. Okay, I'm sorry. Wrong. I don't know if that was a show, ma'am. Different show. Thank you. Sandy says this is getting weirder by the day. Yes, a lot of the facts are convoluted in terms of what is a real fact and where does she stand and how come she hasn't spoken out in some way. Again, not knowing her mental space. A lot of people have speculated as to whether she has, mental challenges or was in, a kind of compromised state of mind. We don't know. So I want to offer that as a possible alternative to what we're seeing a lot here. So guys, I'm going to sign out. I'm grateful that all of you were here. Let me see, Samantha, your final comment. Samantha says it's a blessing that she's home, but why are we not questioning where the toddler is? They were asked during the press conference whether or not they saw evidence of a toddler, and they said no. The police said that today. If this is a lie, is it sad that she sat around there and thought this out? This is a grown woman, says Lil Ernest. Okay, I hear you. Holly adds, where did the red roof come in from dispatch conversation between officers and the dispatch? It was released on a platform. Thank you for that information. Hey, Brown Gal Peace Lounge. You guys, I'm in and I'm out. I'll keep you updated on this case. Please hit the like button and share on your way out. What do you think about this case? Will more information come out? Hopefully, will she share her side of the story? That's really what I want, because I'm fully vested. And I do think for our community to continue to honor, the efforts of what everybody thought was going to be a long haul missing case and putting themselves out there and investing their time and resources speaking up on her behalf, we need more answers and we want to hear from her and her legal team. All right, y'all, I'm out. I'll see you guys very soon. Hit the like button and thank you so much for watching this update.